Welcome to a new BS High School report at Planet Sub. Today's episode will feature Jack Dotzler. Jack is a senior at Roncalli Catholic and a recent Morningside College commit for basketball. In addition to basketball, Jack plays both American football and non-American football. Now, from Planet Sub, here's Bob Sullivan.
Well, welcome into a new BS High School report at Planet Sub. I'm joined today by football, basketball, and soccer star at Roncalli, Jack Dotzler. Jack, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. What did you go with for?
I went with the barbecue chicken sandwich. I like barbecue, I like chicken, so it worked out.
Well, I went with the romaine chicken club. I'm going to attempt to cheers. So cheers. And there we go. And give it a try. Ooh. Well, Jack, I don't know when this is going to air, but you guys, you had your first football game yesterday against Gross. Got off to a good start. 3 touchdowns for you last night.
Yeah, 2 rushing, 3 throwing. So.
And how was how was getting back into the swing of things after how last year ended for you?
Yeah, it was at first we ran the play that I got hurt on last year, our first play, so I was kind of gun shy on that at first, but once you get into the swing of things, it just felt like normal. I have such great teammates. I wasn't even before the game. I wasn't even nervous because I just knew they were gonna make plays, and it was just a really good first game for us as a whole team to get back going.
Now, the play you got injured on last year, for those who don't know, broken arm, and what was, or was it wrist?
It was my arm. It was both my ulna and my radius. It was both bones.
Well, was there the same play that you broke your arm on? Was it planned to run that to start the game, or was it?
It was. Our coaches just liked the sprint option against their defense because they walked backer up, and so if we were pitching off of him, there'd be nobody to account for our running back. But so that was kind of just the reason. There wasn't anything else behind it really.
So I'm a little confused. You play football and football.
Yes.
Any confusion from any Europeans that you've talked to over there? Have you traveled abroad to tell them?
I just started playing soccer in 8th grade for fun. I used to play baseball, but I kind of got burnt out from that. So I started playing soccer with some of my friends, and I'm pretty aggressive and I'm fast, so it works for me at the high school Class B level. But I'm not like all world soccer, but I have fun doing it. It keeps me in shape, and I like our coach and my teammates, so it's a lot of fun.
What do you do in your off season from all 3 of those sports?
Obviously a lot of basketball. In June, I play with our school, Roncalli. We go to different tournaments around Omaha, and then we went to one in Iowa this year. And then we do in-season stuff for lifting for football, off-season lifting for football 3 times a week, and then we do throwing and routes with our receivers and stuff, and just a lot of stuff to get ready for both seasons because they both come up quick. And I think we just started the year, especially we're more prepared than a lot of teams for both sports. So and it's in the off season, our guys are working hard for for the things that they can do to get going.
Asked on several occasions, who is somebody that challenges somebody else, or who do you like playing one-on-one against? And a name, there's a consistent name on that list, and it's Jack. And what is it that you give problems to guys like Jay or Max Polk or whoever?
First of all, it's a pretty cool honor to have. But I think a lot of it is just instincts. I don't do a ton of I don't do things that are out of my comfort zone, things that I don't work on. And I just let the game come to me. And, I've been, playing basketball with the team since I was 2 years old. So it's a thing that kind of comes natural to me, I think, for the most part. But that's a great honor, and those guys like Jay and Max and Charles Wright are just so tough because they've been doing the same thing for so long too. They just play out their instincts, and obviously they all work hard too. So
that was on the junior T-Birds, is that right? That you played?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about those practices, because a who's who of who's really good at basketball in Omaha was on that team. I mean, it was just a stacked team.
Right. Yeah.
How did you get any playing time on that team?
Well, we had Xavier Betts too on our team also, and he's obviously super good at football. So he was just playing basketball for fun that year. But those practices were crazy, and Doug Woodard would come and do stuff for us at practice. And he's obviously such a successful coach, and he knows so much. And so those practices, they were tough, but they were super fun because you just couldn't take a play off against those other guys because they were all working. They were all doing the same thing. We're all fighting for playing time, and it was a lot of fun though.
Was there any consideration to go to Bellevue West?
Not really. My cousin had gone there, Josh. My cousins, actually, all of them from Ron and Tawny, their family, they go there. And but I live all the way out on 156th and Maple. I don't know, all the way out there. So it'd be
that doesn't matter these days.
Yeah, that's true. But it was just kind of a thing. All my family's all gone to Roncalli, so I think it would be it would have been a really good fit at Roncalli. But obviously they got a good thing going out there at Bellevue West too.
What do you think the best thing was for you in attending a school like Roncalli?
I think the best thing about it is everybody just cares for each other, and that sounds cliche, but it's really true. I can go in the hallway and have a conversation with anybody, about anything, about school or about sports or about clubs or anything else. I think that's just the best thing is it's exciting to go to school, to get to see your friends and to be around the people, and the teachers are awesome. So I think that's just the biggest thing is because I like going to school because I like being with my friends, and like I said, the teachers are awesome. They make it fun. So that's kind of the best the best thing. It's not that I'm dreading school every morning, like I don't want to go. I get to go to school and be with my friends and have fun.
What did that kind of, by going to a small school like Roncalli, where it's almost impossible to get lost there.
Yep.
And did that help with your decision to go to Morningside for basketball, as far as a school similar in size?
Yeah, I think so. And I really like the coaches, and they've been such a successful program at the NAIA level, and they've given a lot of teams that are considered higher up a very good shot in a lot of the games they actually win. And my sister, she lives up there. She went to Morningside. My cousin went to he's going to Morningside right now. My uncle went there, so it's been kind of a tradition that is in our family. And like I said, it's such a successful program that it was hard to pass down.
A tradition unlike any other. The Dotzlers going to the same school.
Yeah.
So last year, break your arm. That was in November?
November 2nd.
When did you get back to play basketball?
4.5 weeks. I got cleared at original.
How the hell did that happen? Because you were laid up pretty bad in the hospital.
Yeah, original time was 9 weeks, and I got cleared at 4.5. I wasn't supposed to get cleared until after Christmas, and I got cleared like the first week of December. And I played my first game at exactly 6 weeks. I just practiced the last week and a half, but I played my first game at exactly 6 weeks. And our surgeon out there was awesome. He does some stuff in Lincoln, and he was out there for the weekend, and they called him in. Thank God he was there because he did such a good job, and I was able to go up for my follow-ups with him in Lincoln. So yeah, it was it's kind of a bizarre thing. I've got the 2 long scars here. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but
I'll get a picture.
But it's kind of a thing, like, looking back on it, it's like, did that actually happen? It's kind of a surreal thing.
Did you black out at all?
My body went into shock. I remember I hit the ground and I tried bracing myself, and I like rolled over, and I kind of like looked up into like the stadium lights, and they just seemed like the brightest thing I'd ever seen. And it was just like my body was in shock, and my immediate thought was, I'm not going to be able to play, next week against York, because that was probably we were going to play in the semifinals, because I was already had my mindset that we were going to win that game, and I had no idea that we were going to lose that game, or what was going to happen. But my immediate thought was, I'm not going to be able to play in the semifinals of the state tournament, and that was kind of the thing that made me most upset. But yeah, so.
Well, what was the? Go ahead, take it back. During the, you see these superstar athletes like Gordon Hayward and Paul George suffer horrific injuries. Mm-hmm. Yours is a little.
Yeah, it's
yours is horrific. But at least it's your left arm, mm-hmm. and you're not relying on it to jump or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
How long did it? Not only getting back, but to trust your arm. Honestly, after like a week and a half, I didn't even have any pain in my arm at all, which was really fortunate for me, because I didn't even notice it for after a week and a half. And so playing at practice, when I was in the cast and the robot arm, I was just doing form shooting and some free throws and stuff like that that I could do things that I could do to get back. But so yeah, it was definitely tough to get back, but I was able to do it. I wore 2 pads, and I didn't even realize it during the game. So. Last question before we are able to finish our meeting. With Morningside, is there, what was the recruiting process? Were there any other schools that you were looking at, and why?
I had Doane offered after the state tournament, and then Hastings offered. Well, Morningside offered between those 2. I had 3 offers, and some Division II schools, asked me why I committed so early. But like I said, it just felt right at the time. We went up there for a visit, kind of as our summer team, and it was my second time up there. And just talking to the guys on their team, it was just. They had nothing, great things to say. You might say, well, of course, they're trying to, get you, but I've been around their program. I've seen, their coaches, and I've been up there for volleyball games, and it's just kind of a family atmosphere, like we talked about earlier. And another big thing is, the team, culture that they have is just, I really like it. It's very team oriented. They don't care who scores. They don't care who doesn't score. They just want to win. And that's kind of a great thing. And then you also get to have a great education for little to no cost. So,
what's the? Is there any temptation yet to play football? Not the European American football.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. It's crazy. I actually had bigger schools talk to me for football. I had Drake was in contact with me, and in Western Colorado, some of those schools had been in contact with me, Division II schools. But I just kind of the way my seasons were ending. I got hurt my sophomore year. I was starting at safety our first game, and I broke my foot, and that was it was kind of a thing. I wasn't ready to play varsity football yet, and then last year I was having such a good year, and we were having such a good year as a team. And it was some of the most fun I've ever had, and then it just came to an abrupt halt, just finger. And I think just the way my seasons were ending, it was just, strenuous, kind of, it's not. I'm not even going to compare it to Andrew Luck because he's gone through far worse, but it just kind of felt like that. It was just, this is really happening again. So,
when I say last question, it's usually like
That's fine.
Chris Berman saying this 2-minute drill, the last 15. But promise you, my last question. How difficult is it when you do have multiple sports that you're playing? Like right now, I'm sure you're loving playing football, and basketball is on a back burner.
Yeah.
And then you get into basketball, and then football is just the last thing on your mind. How difficult is it to not just make some but some decision based on your emotions in that season?
I think a lot of it, is just I talk with my family a lot about what I want to do, and they were like, we'll support you in whatever you're doing. But it was just kind of, like I said, it felt right. And like when you're in football, you're, like I said, you're so with your, those guys. And I think another thing that helps is a lot of the guys from football, a lot of the guys from basketball, especially at Roncalli.
Yeah.
So you are around them a lot. So it's not like, well, it's such a good time with them, and I don't like the basketball guys, so I'm gonna play football. But that's that's not the case. And a lot of it also comes down to the coaches that from both sports. We have such good coaches in all three of my sports, and football and basketball. It's just they're supportive. They want what's best for you. They're not gonna force you to do their in season stuff when they've got other stuff going. So that's another thing that's they're super supportive of playing multiple sports and playing baseball. Doing band, doing music, all types of stuff like that.
Well, Jack, I appreciate you coming on. Awesome to finally get to meet you.
Yeah.
And good luck at
Yeah,
football.
thank you.
Good luck
Thanks.
at Morningside.
Yeah.
Good luck at basketball.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Make Roncalli proud.